Hello everyone, we are from Group 4 and we represent about global restriction of using antibiotic growth promoters and alternative strategy in poultry production. Let's start. Introduction. The use of antibiotic in animal and poultry feed has been a global practice since the middle of the last century. Antibiotics are used both at therapeutic and substitute level to promote growth and feed efficiency. Judicial use of antibiotics in food animal for growth promotion and disease prevention has been controversial for a long time due to the development of antibiotic-resistant bacteria in animal and human. Current status of restriction of antibiotic use in animal and poultry feed. First is ethics. The prohibition of antibiotic in animal feed is driven by ethical concerns for animal welfare. Businesses like McDonald's and A&W promote antibiotic-free chickens, aligning with consumer concerns for animal welfare and public health ethics as consumers become more aware of antibiotic residues in food. Next is environmental. The use of antibiotic in animal feed can lead to the contamination of soil and water resources. The overuse of antibiotic can also lead to the development of antibiotic-resistant bacteria in the environment, which can pose a risk to humans. Next is about professional. In response to worries about the safety and quality of food, industry and market authorities has implemented comprehensive monitoring, supervision, and quality control mechanisms to guarantee animal feed free of AGP. Expanded biosecurity and food safety measures are prioritized in accordance with professional standards, ensuring that the chicken product sector maintains high standards of safety and quality even as it grows.
Due to the improved utilizations of related nutrients. Antibiotic gap production AGPS have shown to the positive impact animal production performance, animal welfare and environmental care and stewardship. For the professional, antibiotic in animal feed offer numerous benefits including the protecting animal, reducing the infection risk and other reducing production costs. They can improve the food safety welfare by nation feed conventions, especially in the generality to improve animal benefit including the fast growth and reduce the mortality and the disease resistance to the productivity performance and improve the manure little quality. The effectiveness of the antibiotic depends on the factor like animal management, dissipation for the farm breeding age and the feed quality. Antibiotic modes the action to determine the drug target instructions by the local effect of cellular function in habits on the bacteria. Antibiotic can disrupt skull wall, the building protein translations can active metabolite by the mitigate guard of the bacteria growth and colonizations. For the environmental, the antibiotic can derive from the fungus metabolite, prevent the bacteria grow, reduce the generations of incompatible microbial metabolite, implanting the host animal physiology including the ammonia. For the functional, is the antibiotic can reduce the productions of the antigenic microbial metabolite and affect host animal physiology. However, the subtoxic level can reduce the enzymes weight and length, ensure the nutrient absorption and regarding the metabolic demands. The regarding incorrect can reduce the impacts of immunology stress on growth performance and regulated on the skin and the mocanin levels inductions to improving the chicken immunity.
Next is about organic acids and direct feed microbiomes, DFM. For the ethics, the ethical dimension in using organic acid and DFMs revolve around animal welfare. While these additives aim to improve health and performance, ethical concerns arise regarding the well-being of the birds. For the environmental, relate to the production and disposal of this additive. The manufacturing process and waste generated may have ecological consequences. Sustainable sourcing and production practices become crucial to minimize the environmental footprint. For the professional, it must weigh the evidence of the effectiveness of organic acids and DFM in enhancing poultry health. Ethical and environmental considerations should be integrated into decision-making process with a focus on adapting practices that align with industry standards and promote responsible farming. Next is prebiotic and enzyme supplementation. Ethical considerations revolve around the impact on the bird's digestive system. Poultry professionals must assess whether this additive genuinely improves nutrient absorption without causing harm. The ethical responsibility is to ensure that the bird's health and comfort are prioritized throughout the supplementation process. For the environmental, impacts lies in the sources of this compound. Sustainable extraction or production methods are vital to prevent environmental degradation. Poultry professionals should consider the ecological footprint associated with obtaining this additive and prioritize environmentally friendly practices. For the professional, decision-making should be guided by a commitment to ethical and sustainable practices. Considering the well-being of both the birds and consumer, this involves a continuous effort to align practices with industry standards and promote responsible farming.
Next is essential oil and plant extracts. From ethics scope, from an ethical perspective, the use of essential oils as an alternative to antibiotic is animal nutrition is promising development. It is more human approach to animal welfare as it reduces the use of antibiotics, which can lead to the antibiotic resistance and other health issues in animals. From an environmental perspective, the essential also can help to reduce the environmental impact of antibiotic use in animal agriculture. Antibiotic can contribute to development of antibiotic-resistant bacteria, which can be harmful to the environment and human health. From professional perspective, the use of essential oils as an alternative to antibiotic in animal nutrition requires careful consideration of challenges associated with their use. The processing techniques, ability, and cost of this product must be taken into account when considering the use in the feed industry of poultry. Bacteriophages. At its core is the use of bacteriophages can be seen as more as human alternative to antibiotic. Antibiotic can cause harm to animals and humans, including the development of antibiotic-resistant bacteria. The use of bacteriophages can help to reduce the need antibiotic and promote animal welfare. And from professional scope, the use of bacteriophages can help to improve the productivity of poultry and reduce the need of antimicrobial therapy. And the use of bacteriophages can also help to reduce the risk of foodborne illness and promote food safety. However, further research is needed to develop practical and cost-effective bacteriophage product for use in poultry production system. Next is antimicrobial peptides and fermented protein. From the professional scope, can help to improve the profitability of the industry. The use of AMPs can help to reduce the incidence and infectious disease in poultry, thereby reducing the need for antibiotic and other treatment. This can help to reduce the cost of production and improve the quality of the final product. Moreover, the use of AMP can help improve the reputation of the industry by promoting ethical and environmentally friendly practices. Hyperimmune antibodies. The environmental scope found that with the global restriction on antibiotic and strict food safety regulation, passive immunization with pathogen-specific IgY may be useful as alternative to AGPs in poultry diets. More research is needed to explore cost-effective antibodies for poultry growth promotion. And for professional scope, the IgY produced by vaccinated hen is used to prevent and treat intestinal disease in birds, stimulating the immune system and potentially replacing AGPs in poultry productions.
Farm management in the absence of AGP. Ethics. The ethical consideration in this context may involve the human treatment of animals. For example, good barn sanitation, proper vaccination, pest control, maintaining effective quarantine, biosecurity practices, and waste management are necessary to reduce pathogen load and exposure, and it also minimizes the need for antimicrobial therapy. Next, environmental consideration. It is important of maintaining a clean environment in poultry houses. Appropriate environmental temperatures and lighting and maintenance of appropriate ventilation rate in poultry houses are important since pathogen may be spread through the air and the environment. Next is professional. Stocking density in the barn should be maintained according to standard management practices of the breed, strain, or species of bird. Immunization in the absence of AGPs. Ethics. Dietary immunomodulator or vaccines enhance humoral immunity and minimize immunological stress that will affect health and life performance of animals. Next is environmental. Routine vaccination practices lead to a reduction in antibiotic use. so it may have positive and environmental implications by potentially minimizing the environmental impact of antibiotic residues. Next is professional. Antibiotic uses and AMR may be reduced or avoided by ensuring strict routine vaccination and maintaining a vaccination schedule. In the conclusions, global restriction on AGP use in poultry feed varies across countries. However, social and consumer concerns on quality and safety of food may lead to the use of AGP-free poultry feed in the future.